Hi, this is Gary with MACMOST.com. Let's take a look at using the clipboard management features of ClipTools. MACMOST and ClipTools are brought to you by more than 1,000 supporters. Go to MACMOST.com/Patreon. There you could read more about the Patreon campaign, join us, and get exclusive content and course discounts. ClipTools is the free Mac app that I developed that contains a lot of different useful utilities. But one of the primary things it does is to work as a clipboard manager. You could find ClipTools by searching for it in the App Store on your Mac. Once you've installed it and launched it, it should appear here in the menu bar. Now the basic idea of a Mac clipboard is that when you select some text like this and then go to Edit Copy or Command C, it will put that text in the clipboard. You can then use Command V or Paste to paste that in another place in that document or another document. But there's only one clipboard. Every time you copy, it replaces the clipboard contents with whatever it is you copied. The idea of a clipboard manager is it keeps a history of the clipboard. So when you copy something, it just shifts the current clipboard down one slot and puts the new thing that you copied into the current clipboard. For instance, here if I were to select and use Command C to copy the word quick, that's now in the clipboard. But if I were to then select and then copy the word brown, that's now in the clipboard. But using ClipTools here, I can access the current clipboard and the previous one. And I can keep copying and it will keep saving the different clipboards in a history. Now when you use Command V to paste, it will paste what's in the current clipboard. But with a clipboard manager like ClipTools, you could use the menu here to get to a previous item like this one and paste that instead. Now if you were to copy more things into the clipboard, it will keep saving the history. And notice at this point I've saved 4 things, these 4 words here. If I were to look here in ClipTools, you could see the 3 most recent ones appear here in the menu for easy access. But more clips appears when you have more than these 3 and older items appear here. So the 4th item appears there. If I were to copy another, you could see it moves everything down. So now I've got 2 under more and 3 are always visible at the top level. Now you could go to Settings and here you can modify how many clips are saved in total. So in this case 10 clips would be saved. Once you have 10 clips and you copy another one will drop off the end of the list to make room. And you can also set how many clips are shown at the top level of the menu itself. So if I were to change this to say 15 clips and 4 were shown in the main menu, then I could see 4 here and more clips would then allow for another 11 items. Now you can use modifier keys to access special functions when pasting from ClipTools. So for instance here I've switched to rich text and changed the text here to bold and a blue color. Now if I were to type something else like this and then change this to black and maybe make it regular text, maybe even smaller, then I would completely expect that if I were to type more that it would follow along with the style that I was using. That's just natural. But if I were to select this text here and copy and then go here and paste, notice how it pastes the text including the styles. Well, ClipTools allows you to instead paste plain text, strip the styles, and then follow along just as if you were typing. If I go here I could see what I just copied. And if I hold down the Shift and Control keys together, you can see this changes to Paste Plain. Now when I paste, you can see it does it without the styles and it follows along with the current style just as if I had typed those characters. Sometimes this is called Paste and Keep Style. Sometimes it's called Paste Plain Text. A lot of different apps offer this, but you can do it in ClipTools with any of these items by holding Control and Shift at the same time. Now if you don't want to actually paste the text that you select, but instead want to put that in the clipboard for use maybe soon after, then you can hold down the Control key and you can see you get Copy here. So I can copy jumps into the clipboard and now when I paste that is what's pasted. You also may want to remove an item from here. You can do that by holding down the Shift and the Option key and that brings up Remove. So I can remove jumps and now you can see it's gone from the list. You can also hold down Control and Option and you get paste and remove. So this will paste the word Fox, for instance, in that case, but you can see it also removed it from the list. There's also a function called group paste. So let's say I wanted to copy Fox, and then I would go and copy Brown, and then I would go and copy Quick. Now the top 3 items here would be Quick, Brown, and Fox. If I hold the Shift key down, you can see the little up arrow there. If I select Fox, it will not just paste Fox, but also all of the items above it. So I can select it like that, and you can see I get these 3 here. If I go into Settings, you can set the group paste separator. In this case, a \n works as a new line. But you could change that to say a comma, and it will put a comma between each one, or a space for that. Now, as I mentioned before, you get a certain number of clips here in the menu. And we changed that to 4. And you get more clips as well. But as you keep copying more text, things will drop off the end of this list. However, you can save things for later use. If I hold down Option and then select an item like dog, now the next time I go to the menu I could see Save Clips here, and I could see that one is there. Let's also save Quick, and now I can see 2 saved clips there. And I can use these just like anything that's in the main menu or in More Clips, except that these will never disappear unless I remove them. And you can use them moving Shift and Option just like you can for the regular clips. And if you want to organize these, you can use the Shift key and you get moved to top. So I can move dog to the top here, and now you can see Save Clips. Dog is the first one. Now you may notice that if I move the pointer over these different items, after a second the tooltip appears and it tells you which app was in use when you copied this. In addition to that, if you were to select a lot of text, like let's select this entire sentence here, then you can see it doesn't have room to fit all of the text there. So the tooltip not only shows you the app, but shows you the complete text. So you could have paragraphs of text that are copied and you can only see the first 30 or so characters. But the tooltip will tell you what the full clip is, or at least a large chunk of the beginning of that clip. Now in the settings there's also the option to clear clips. You can clear all the regular clips and you can also clear clips from the saved list. There's also the ability to ignore clips from specific apps. So you can add the names of these apps separated by commas. Make sure you get the app name spelled exactly right. Spaces and everything count. If an app listed here is the frontmost app when you copy, then that clipboard will be ignored and never added to ClipTools. So you can add your password managers to it if you like. But note that if the frontmost app is a browser, say Safari, and use a browser extension, say one from a password manager, then all ClipTools knows is that the frontmost app is Safari. And if Safari isn't in this list, then it will still save that clipboard item. It has no way to know that's a password as opposed to a piece of text you've copied from a site. There's also the option to hide clips from apps. So you can select names of apps here, and what happens then is the clip is copied to the clipboard and you can use it, but the name will not appear when you look in the menu. So for instance, I have system settings set for this now. So I could use this when I go to the password manager in system settings. I'll go down here to passwords and then say I'll select this item here. I'll copy the password, and now when I look in ClipTools you can see it shows hidden. But it actually still will paste if I select this. Now there are also a lot of keyboard shortcuts that you could use to access clips. So for instance you can see here that command 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way up to 9 will work for the first 9 items here. In order to access those you need to have the menu active first. So I could click here to activate the menu and then do command 3 to paste the third item. And note that these things will work with the modifier keys. So for instance if I do Option to save, you could see that that's Option 2 now. So I could just do Option 2 and it will work. Under Saved Clips you can see that item appear there. Now if you want to use just the keyboard you can. If you go into Settings, there is a setting for Global Keyboard Shortcut 1 and 2. And you could set these to what you want by clicking here. So I've got first one set to Shift Command C, and that's set to activate the menu. So now I can activate the menu with that command. So keep in mind that say pasting the third item is Command 3. So Shift Command C brings the menu up, and then Command 3 will paste the third item. I never had to use the pointer. Now you can also set another keyboard shortcut to paste clip 2 or 3 or saved clip 1 or 2. Even paste and remove clip 1 is there as an option. So the idea behind this is I could paste clip 3 just by Shift Command M. So Shift Command M will do that for me. The reason, of course, it's clip 2 or clip 3 is clip 1 isn't really needed. Command V would do that. So there's an overview of all of the Clipboard Manager tools inside of ClipTools. Of course, ClipTools also does a lot more than that, allowing you to do things like paste the date and time. There's a whole set of functionality under Smart Clips. There are calculations and lots of things you can do with selected text. You can go to Instructions and Feedback, which will take you to MACMOST.com/ClipTools. And you can view that before even getting ClipTools from the App Store. And this goes into detail about each one of these, listing all the different modifier keys and things that you can do with the Clipboard Manager functions. So you don't have to keep referring back to this video. Now that you've gotten an overview, you can simply use this documentation to figure out how to access everything and find out what else ClipTools does as well. I hope you find ClipTools useful. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, click the thumbs up button below to let me know. I publish new tutorials each weekday. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out.